Hey there everyone, Tom Day here. This is the Default Agent channel where I teach agents and brokers how to not only get REO listings, foreclosure listings from banks, but how to service them as well. Today's another video in a series that I call REO 101, so check out the playlist. There's no need for you to go out and spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars on this material. I'm giving it all away right here on YouTube for free. So please hit that like button for me and subscribe to my channel. I got lots more content coming down the road. Today's subject is evictions, procedures and processes. Evicting people from the property is without a doubt the most unpleasant task that an REO agent has to perform. We do our best in helping the occupants relocate, which was the subject of my prior video called Cash for Keys. Check that one out if you haven't already. But unfortunately, it's impossible to get through to all of the occupants of the property. For some, it's just a strategy of staying in the property as long as possible, regardless of the outcome. I recall one instance in particular in which I tried to offer some kind of relocation assistance to the occupants of the home, but could not get through to them. They were ignoring me completely. An eviction day was set, and then a few days prior, the occupants filed for bankruptcy. And what that does is it delays the eviction for many, many months. In this case, I think it was probably 5 months before the actual date occurred. Then on the day of eviction, I arrived at the property about the same time as the sheriff did. And as we're approaching the property, a neighbor came upon us and warned us that the occupants had left 2 pit bulls on a mostly empty property. And sure enough, when we tried to get in the door, these both scared and angry dogs were not about to let us in the property. We had to call animal control and have them removed before we could get on with the eviction. The occupants were gone, but there was still some furniture and personal property that had to be removed. And those are the types of things you can expect as an REO agent. So I'm going to walk you through those procedures right now. And you know, they do vary by state, so I'm limited to what I can talk about. But I encourage you to research the laws in your own state and find out as much as you can about those procedures. And of course, you're going to want to follow the instructions that you're given by the asset manager or perhaps the asset manager's eviction specialist. You are not doing the eviction. That is all the responsibility of the local sheriff. They're going to be doing the posting of the eviction on the property, and they're going to do the eviction on eviction day. If the sheriff doesn't show up, then no eviction takes place. Your role in this is one, to take possession on behalf of the asset manager and the bank when it's granted by the sheriff. And the other is to coordinate locksmiths and the moving crew to be there on the day of eviction to change the locks and to remove all of the personal property and trash. The banks often hire what's known as a property preservation company to handle these hands-on tasks like rekeying the locks and hiring moving crews to remove all the belongings in the property. That might not always be the case, so it might be on you to hire these crews. And of course, you're going to want to hire licensed, insured, and bonded locksmiths and moving companies. Once all the belongings are removed and the sheriff has officially given you possession of the property, then you're going to put a lockbox on the property and report back to the asset manager that this task is complete. And finally, I'll just offer a few tips for you. First of all, arrive well ahead of schedule and don't park right at the property. Park some distance away and wait for the sheriff to arrive before you approach the property. Be sure to take date stamped photos both before, during, and after the process. Don't go onto the property before the sheriff arrives. Don't enter the property without the sheriff's permission. If circumstances arise and you don't know what to do at any point, be sure to reach out to your asset manager or the eviction specialist. I shouldn't have to say this, but don't take anything. That this stuff, whether it looks like trash or not, doesn't belong to you, and agents have gotten sued for this kind of thing. All right, that's it. That's an overview of the eviction process. I hope you found this informative. If you have any questions about the material that I just went over, be sure to leave them in the comments section. I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. I have more content coming for you down the road. My name's Tom Day. This is the Default Agent channel. I'll see you next time.